Hey everybody, this is Coach Matt over here at Primal Athlete Training Center, Cranston, Rhode Island. We're located at 2220 Plainfield Pike and we're in the back of the building. You know, we moved into this back space about a year and a half ago and I realized I never actually did a tour to show you what the gym looks like. But rather than do one of those typical tours that you might have seen where they show you, what the floor is made out of in their bathroom and how many thousands of pounds of plates they have and that you've got 50 treadmills and the stuff that you might get in your mailbox from some of the bigger gyms around the area, I wanted to show you a little bit about the gym, what it looks like, but also take the time to explain why we have all this stuff. So if you see behind me, you see some of our fun toys that we have, our squat racks and the different types of bars and the plates and the turf and a big amount of open space. Well, that's here for a reason. And that's the number one question that we get from parents when they walk in is, wow, why do you have so much open space? And the reason for that is pretty simple. We work with athletes, and athletes, in order to be trained properly, they need to move. So we need the open space so the athletes aren't running into each other. Pretty simple. The other reason is because we put a huge amount of emphasis on our warm-up. If you come in here and train for a 1 hour session, your warm-up is 15 minutes of that 1 hour. So you are literally spending 25% of your time, a quarter of your time here at the gym warming up. It's super important not only to prevent our athletes from getting hurt or try to stop them from getting hurt, but we have a lot of athletes that come in here and play the same sport 12 months a year. If you're using the same muscles over and over and over again, your potential for injury is huge. So we want to make sure that we get everything flexible, that we get everything mobile, even the muscles and the muscle groups and the joints that you might not use all the time. And that's what we need all this open space for. The other thing that you're going to see behind me is this 85-foot strip of turf. This is because, again, we need to be able to move. A lot of athletes come in here, they want to get faster, they want to get quicker, increase their first step quickness, all that good stuff. Well, we have things like sleds, prowlers, and different types of things that we can do here on the turf to increase your speed and get your athlete faster, as well as getting them stronger with some of the stuff behind me. One of the big things that you're going to see is that we have a lot of pull-up bars. So if you take a look at the rack behind me, you'll see that we have not only the squat racks, but that they're all connected by pull-up bars. And that's because we need to be able to train our athletes according to the level that they might be at when they join. So, good example, we've had a gymnast, young female gymnast, a 7th grader who is able to come in here. She could bang out 10 pull-ups very, very easily. This is her first week here in the gym. And then we've had a couple of 250-pound all-state football players who were training with us for a couple years who couldn't do 1 pull-up. So we need to have different ways for those athletes to do those similar movements to build strength in their upper back, but do so without, number one, having one athlete fail over and over again, and still being able to challenge the athlete who's really good at them. So let's take a look how we do that. We can do things like, for example, pull-ups on the pull-up bar. Real simple, pull-up bar, body weight pull-ups. Can't do a body weight pull-up? Well, we can put a band underneath your foot to give you a little bit of boost. Still can't do it even that way? Right down here, recline row. You can hang under the bar, kind of like doing a backwards push-up, and pull your chest up to the bar. That's still too difficult? Check this out. TRX systems. So TRX, you can actually do a row, but it puts your body at a much higher angle, so it's easier for you to do them. That's just one good example of a movement that we do a lot. You can even look at it something like a push-up. Some people are really good at push-ups on the ground, some people are not. Again, we've had really big, really strong athletes that couldn't do 1 or 2 push-ups, and then we've had smaller, younger athletes who can do 20 in a row the first day here in the gym. Everybody is different, and we need to make sure, because we work with athletes that are from that 5th grade, 6th grade level, all the way through junior high school, and college, we need the right tools for the job. We need to be able to train our athletes to get them to the next level, but we also have to make sure that we start them at the correct level. So that's why we've got a lot of this stuff. The other thing that I want you to take a look at, so we have kind of a smaller version of the gym on the other side of the gym. So a lot of parents will walk in and they'll take a look and say, you know, why do you have this if you've got that? And the reason for it is pretty simple. We work with small groups of athletes here. The largest group that we work with is 8 athletes. And when we're working with those 8 athletes, you might have a very diverse group, some older, some younger, boys and girls, all different strengths. Well, some of the older, more experienced, stronger athletes, we like to put them on this side of the gym. And the reason for that's simple. We don't want that 18-year-old, 19-year-old high school student who's been with us for a couple of years working with that brand new 7th grader that's never done a day of training in their life. We want to make sure that we separate them and that we take that small group and make it into an even smaller group to make sure that they're getting exactly what they need. We don't want to hurt the self-esteem of that brand new athlete that's just coming in here, but we also want to make sure that that older athlete is still getting the push and the drive that they need to excel and get better. So hopefully this shows you a little bit more about the gym and what you can expect when you come in and check us out for the first time. Again, we work with athletes from all different levels, all different ages, so we need the big space, we need all the fun toys. You've probably seen a lot of the stuff before, you might even have it in your basement. If you guys have any questions, all of my contact info is going to be right down below this video. Make sure to give us a call or an email, or just stop right in if you're in the area. We can take you around the gym, show you some more specific stuff about what we do, and even have your athlete try out a free session. Thanks for watching the video. Hope to hear from you soon.